I was looking over here. What do you guys think? You think Tarantino should be considered like a Criterion type of director?
I
Here's
thought
the
he
thing.
would be.
Here's the thing. I do, but there seems to be a genuine bias against him because I don't. They've never even acknowledged him. Like, no Criterion closet. They don't even talk about him in his fucking like in the articles for Criterion. I feel like there's a genuine bias against him.
They don't like him or something.
I think so
Yeah.
because they don't acknowledge him ever, like ever. Not even in their newsletters.
maybe
That's
they
a
have
shame.
maybe they have beef.
I'm like, I don't know if something happened between them, but I don't hear them talk to like about each other.
They should.
I've never even heard him talk about them. Granted, he's kind of a VHS snob, so it's not like he'd collect them anyway.
Yeah.
Really?
It
Yeah,
really is.
he doesn't collect Blu-rays or DVDs.
He collects VHS
He
tapes.
collects-
Same thing with Rob
VHS.
Zombie, but Rob Zombie likes to fucking collect film reels.
Well, that's just being a fucking weirdo. Okay.
With the VHS, though, I'm like, dude, why? Why would you do
Yeah,
that?
but
I get that some of the films haven't come to DVD or
Yeah.
Blu-ray,
I
but like, come on.
I think some of it has to do with him. It's because it's like nostalgia, because that's how he like really got his start.
Yeah, but there's a certain point where you're like, why are you even doing that?
I mean, we can
Like,
say the same thing. Like, why do we collect vinyl?
Yeah, but I also collect CDs and
Yeah,
that's streaming.
And the thing is, though, with vinyl is it's objectively the best way to experience it at home.
Yeah.
VHS is not the best way to experience
Yeah,
anything at home.
It was cheap, but it wasn't the best quality. you
Like,
know?
there's been things that have blew that out of the water. Like, with vinyl, I mean, it's the best thing you can get for physical media, for sound quality,
Yeah,
and the only thing that beats it out maybe is streaming now, technically sometimes.
sometimes,
Yeah.
not all the time. But I don't know. It's like, oh, I don't know. Like he's collecting all. Yeah, but what if it's a movie that came out recently? Does he have to fucking tape it or something?
Probably.
know.
That would be stupid.
That's the thing that I think is dumb. And the other thing is he has a big bias against new films. Like I've heard him talk so much mad shit. He's like, this current era of films is the worst that's ever happened.
Oh,
ever.
because of the superhero movies.
Not only that, but just him. He just says that about everything right now. And I'm like, why?
Honestly, it's all objective. I mean, it's the same thing what people say about music. So there's people that'll be like, "Oh, well, like music hasn't been good in 30 years. The last time it was good was like in 1994," and it's like that's just not really true.
Yeah,
It's
not at all.
It's
I
just
mean,
a very closed-minded view.
honestly, like I don't really pay attention to like mainstream films because it's all the same crap. Like I look for stuff that I haven't experienced before. You know.
I mean, I think you can kind of find a good thing out of everything. I mean, there are some good mainstream films. There's a lot of good indie films. I mean, there's good and bad
Yeah.
out of it. But, you know, it's just a matter of just going out and looking for them. Like what he does, I mean, I got to give you props. I don't really go out looking for movies, but you necessarily really do. You are always looking for a new type of film. But
I
you're a
do.
lot like how I am with records. Because with me, it's always looking for the next thing because you know you're kind of a junkie in that way. You
Yeah.
really get
You get a
connect.
thrill.
You really get a thrill, and you're basically looking for gold every time. Sometimes you hit it, sometimes you don't, but at least you can say, "Hey man, I've listened to that," or "Hey man, I've seen that."
Yeah, I mean,